Yo, what's going on, guys? Haven't uploaded a video on this channel in a while, so I wanted to do a little check-in on my progress on the dark matter grind and zombies. I haven't been going stupid hard, as there really hasn't been a reason to, because we haven't had a double weapons XP in quite some time, and that's by far the most tedious part of grinding camos, is just getting the weapon to level 50, because it's so slow in zombies comparatively to multiplayer and Warzone. But zombies is also super chill and kind of brain dead, so you don't really have to try. But they did end up patching the dark matter glitch, kind of. If you remember, they gave me dark matter when I completed one gun in every gun tier. So that means one sub, one AR. Some tiers required me to get diamond, like I think rockets and snipers required me to get diamond for some reason. I don't know. It was obviously glitched and it gave me dark matter. I shouldn't have had it. But they kind of patched it. By that I mean, if you have diamond in any gun category in zombies, I can still equip Dark Aether. But if you look at a gun that I don't have diamond, such as the sub here, I've never even used, you go to the appearance, go to camo, you can see that it says that I have dark matter, but it actually locks it now, which wasn't like this before, where I could actually click to equip that. But now I have to go back and get diamond and everything to even use the dark matter. It's really, really weird, but it still kept any gun that I already had dark matter on. To do a quick rundown of the guns that I've gotten done since last video. Again, I haven't been going crazy hard because we haven't had a double weapons XP, which helps tremendously, but I have gotten a lot done. So we'll start over here in the special. We had that done, melee done, launchers done, shotguns done. I'll unlock this at some point. You don't have to do this for Dark Aether because it's a DLC weapon. So I'll do that last. Shotguns are done though, pistols are done, snipers are done, LMGs are done, tactical rifles are done. So the two that I didn't have last video, I believe, were the tactical rifles and light machine guns. So these are completely done. And now I'm just onto subs and ARs. In terms of the subs I have done, I have the AK done, which was my original. And that is actually the only one I have done in the subs. You can see I've used the Bullfrog a tiny bit, the Milano a tiny bit, MP5 a little bit more, and then the KSP and the Max Out I've never used. I was using the M4 last game. I've used it on and off. You can see I have 1,500 kills with it over on the right side there. The AK a decent amount, 6,400 kills with it. The Krig I finished recently. I think that was my last gold gun that I got. And then we have the FAMAS down here that I got done quite some time ago. Haven't used the Groza or the QBZ yet. But the ARs are looking pretty good. So that's what I've gotten done, man. Screw it. We'll use the M4 again. I was really enjoying the M4. It's a little bit weaker than the AK that I've been using recently, but that's to be expected. Way faster fire rate. As you can see, still got dark matter because I had this M4 class built when obviously the glitch didn't get patched, so just allowed me to keep this. Still looking beautiful as ever. Just like that, we're grinding those levels again. I have actually changed up my strategy for where I sit in solo zombies. I used to sit over by the plane, typically. You really can sit anywhere you want in solo zombies. You can sit in the spawn. One of my friends runs in the spawn when we play multiplayer, but the spawn's really, really nice to run. I used to sit over by the plane pretty much exclusively. That's just kind of my multiplayer spot, or at least it used to be. Just because, again, it's open and pretty easy to run around in there. But I'll actually show you my new spot that I've been sitting at. It is so OP. By that I mean, like, you literally just don't really have to play the game. You'll see what I mean. I guess I'll just kind of go through my solo strategy. I sit in the yard for 5 to 6 rounds. Then I'll make my way over here, go upstairs, and I'll sit up here for a couple rounds. Probably do 7 to 8 depending on my points. Usually I move at about 10,000 plus points. So that means that I grab the 100 there, buy this perk. And now I get to about 10,000 points before I move on, which is typically with a good double points around round 7. It can be a little bit later, round 8. But honestly, this spot's super, super good. You can just sit up here and chill, like, especially in the early rounds when they're not sprinting at you. There's really no way that this goes poorly. Oops. Hate to see that. This room's actually a very good room to do the receive no hits to round 20. This is where I did it. I did it with a couple of friends, and it made it even easier. Solo holding this room might be a little bit difficult, and probably the roof would be the easiest option. Just get like a shotgun or a ray gun up on the roof, and it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, as you can see, we just hit round 7. It wasn't a full double points, unfortunately, so that would account for the remaining 700 points I'm missing. But when we did it, we actually just had one person sitting at this window with a shotgun looking this way. We had one person sitting right here looking this way at that window, and then we had the third person sitting right here looking at this door. You don't open up this. You open up the door over here, which leads in this way. You go through that wall to activate power. That's how you get that door open. So it's a little way around. You just have to think about like pathing of the zombies. I know I can move a little bit sooner than I am, but I actually like having a little bit of spending money once I get down here. I'm at the point where I've done so many solo games that I dialed in exactly when I get specific items throughout the game. It's like clockwork at this point. Like I honestly feel kind of like a robot sometimes. And at this point, you can see my salvage. You'll always have 500 if you stay this long. Then you just hit a quick salvage there. Hop down here. Grab some more ammo. This is my spot. I sit right over here. It's not going to work perfectly yet, but I'll show you what I mean. Oh, actually, it might work. Oh, another double points. It's going to be absolutely perfect. Drag him out over here. Double back this way. And there we go, we're in our spot. This spot's absolutely crazy. As long as you're standing right here. And we got the stuck guy that they still haven't fixed. It's since day 1 that has been an issue. There's 2 guys there? That's pretty rare, actually. But usually anomaly by 7 to 9. Typically 8 would be the average for me. And I run this little route. By this time I have like around 7 to 8,000 points, so I can buy a couple perks on my way on my route, which is always nice. So in multiplayer, the Aether's a little bit more important than it is in this, just because you can get a self-revive in multiplayer from the Aether, and you start with one in single player, so it doesn't matter as much. So I just break all these crystals into 2 areas and leave the spawn. You get salvage and stuff, and actually 100 points, so it really does add up. I buy the perk up here, pop the portal down here. Typically, you don't have enough points at this point to buy Deadshot down here as well. Yeah, sometimes you do, but it's pretty rare that you'd have enough points to buy all these perks so far. All that's resolved though, because I do have a couple rounds to get some points, so it's not that big of a deal. This is a spot I've been sitting for tens of thousands of kills. 21, nice. It's pretty hard to hold when you're not doing damage, but as the game goes on, it becomes easier and easier. So at this stage, I do the little zombies coffin dance Easter egg. Pop these little lights. Pop that light up there, pop this light here. And the trick here is that you don't want to go in the middle of the round because it will kill off any zombies that are spawning in, so you kind of lose out on a bunch of zombies. So you take round 10 to the very end of the round. Actually got a perfect amount of salvage, so let's quickly do that. There we go. Round 10, we're going to be buying our final perk here. You'll see what I mean in a second. Oh yeah, we're already doing so much more damage. Alright, so what we do is we take it right to the end here. And if you do it too soon, you won't get credit for this light right here. So you shoot the light, just kill off these 2 guys, because it doesn't matter, they'll be killed anyways. Perfect round 11 entrance into the Dark Aether, or the little coffin dance, I guess. It's not the official Dark Aether, but while they do their little coffin dance down there, it's not like you need to be down there while they do the thing. What is that, a combat knife? Oh, it's interesting. I just run around from the spawn and punch all these little things. You can do it perfectly if you are fast enough. It gets a little bit close sometimes. I think because I turned around for that gun, I'll be about 2 seconds behind. But, you know, usually a couple hundred points, some salvage, sometimes a cool gun or a perk or something from this. Not like it really matters in solo, to be honest. As you can see, I was a little bit behind and missed. Nope, I didn't miss it. But because of that, little Easter egg, which takes like 30 seconds to actually do. That was actually really close. And that's pretty much it, man. Like, once you get all your perks exactly how I do it every game, it's like without fail, you'll have the exact same setup every single game, as long as you don't screw anything up. Pretty much round 12, you're good to go. That is all you need to do. And now I get to play the fun game of sitting in this corner for the next 20 rounds. Nah, not 20 rounds. 14 rounds. But I found that exfilling at 26 is pretty much the standard for me in a solo game. I used to exfil at 31. Those extra 5 rounds do not really help your weapons level, because it slows down so dramatically throughout the course of a game. Staying an extra 5 rounds is just not going to be beneficial. It's actually so much extra time for basically no gain. You'll typically get about a level and a half if you go from 26 to 31. But from 0 to 26, I'd say you get about 4 levels typically. If you're a high weapons level, I'd say 40 plus, you're getting like 3 to 4 levels in solo. It's pretty bad in solo. But yeah, man, it's pretty automatic down here. You just gotta make sure that you're not screwing this up. That's really your only threat, is if those guys spawn like they did right on top of you, they can spawn right here. And from here on out, you literally just upgrade your gun. When I get 500 salvage, I'll upgrade to the purple rarity. I actually forgot to include how many kills I had in the entry screen. I'll put a screenshot of it. But I want to say I'm about 150,000 kills or something around there, 140. I predicted I would need anywhere between 200 and 250,000 for Dark Aether, which is looking like that's probably pretty accurate. As long as you're running Ring of Fire, these guys are easy as hell to deal with. I should throw in, this is a fantastic spot to get Jackrabbit medals. If you don't know, Jackrabbit medals are 20 kills without being hit. If you're actually concentrating, you basically won't get hit here. Jackrabbits are the last tier of camos in zombies, the level 50 challenges. The second I unlock the Jackrabbits, or level 50 on a gun, I'm already here and I'm already going on for Jackrabbits, so it's a very quick process now. Yeah, so I haven't been hit in 3 rounds. Which is like 4 to 5 Jackrabbits at this point, so. I don't typically like spots like this in zombies, just because it's so brain dead, but at the same time, because I'm camo grinding, I don't really care at all. It got so desperate that me and my friend were sitting here the other day, and he actually started to unbind everything from his keyboard and putting it on his mouse, so he didn't even have to touch his keyboard while sitting here. That's how bad this spot is. And exfil at 26. Exfilling is super easy. I don't even use the chopper anymore at this point, because I don't find it to be useful. I buy 2 monkeys, 3 C4. You can buy a chopper if you really don't think you're going to make it, but this is a new strategy I've started to use recently. I just find it to be a lot easier. Plus, you get some more gun kills. So you just pop this wall, throw a monkey over there, deal with this guy first as the monkeys are distracted. I typically try to steal some kills with it. And then I throw another one right here. Like that. Deal with this guy again. Oh my god. We're out of ammo. That is not good. Alright, well, this is actually a little bit strange. Even a screw up like that will cost you a little bit of time. It's not going to end your run, but what is happening? Of course, the one time I showcased this, a zombie. What is going on, bro? Come on. That was pretty weird. I know a dog can actually get stuck in this tank. I've had that happen a couple times. But yeah, it's pretty much like clockwork at this point. As long as you just repeat the same steps over and over again, there's not a whole lot of room for error. Had about a 85% headshot ratio. But yeah, man, that's pretty much my everyday. I play a couple games a day. I play typically 2 games a day. It puts into perspective how slow grinding weapon levels is in zombies. I don't know why it's not comparable to any other game mode. If you're wondering, getting a level 50 gun in zombies without any sort of gun XP boost, such as the tokens you get from the battle pass or the actual just ×2 gun XP on certain weekends or whatever, it takes about 8,000 kills to get to level 50, which is absurd, especially when you're doing round 26 extracts, because that's about 1,000 kills flat. That's basically 8 games. Each game takes about 45 minutes, so it's like 6 hours for each gun, which is pretty crazy in my opinion, but you can speed it up with boosts. You can see a lot of these guns get done in the 6,000s when I popped double XP on a couple of these AUG. And then you get down to these ones right here that I have done. These ones were when the double XP, the very first one that they did, double weapons XP, was broken, and it gave us like ×4 for like a couple hours. Something I didn't talk about in the video. One of the main reasons I haven't uploaded on this channel was because my hard drives were so full and unorganized. So I moved like 1.9 terabytes of videos from one hard drive to an SSD, and now I can edit a lot more efficiently. I spent a whole bunch of time organizing all these videos that I have and naming them and just getting it in a place that looked presentable. But anyways, that's kind of one of the main reasons you haven't seen many videos. I'll probably try to edit some of the old series that I didn't continue and still have episodes of. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like. Thanks for watching. Peace.